The Aztec Empire thrived in Mesoamerica from 1300 to 1500 CE, often portrayed with blood and sacrifice. A deeper truth is obscured. The empire was built on a foundation of order and structure. Belief systems played a crucial role in maintaining societal cohesion. Ritual practices reinforced cultural norms and imperial power. Control mechanisms ensured stability and obedience within the empire. Tenochtitlan was the heart of the empire, a vast city of stone structures. The city included pyramids, step temples, and expansive plazas. Causeways and canals facilitated transportation and resource management. Tenochtitlan showcased a carefully organized society. The city's design was engineered for stability and societal function. Tenochtitlan was interlaced with an extensive canal system. These canals were crucial for trade within the city. They also provided efficient means of transportation. Causeways enabled the movement of armies. The city's design showcased strategic planning. Towering temples dominated the Aztec cityscape. These structures highlighted religion's central role. Religion permeated daily life in the Aztec Empire. Governance was also deeply influenced by religious beliefs. The temples symbolized the power of the religious establishment. Aztec society was structured around religious principles. The Aztec Empire lacked modern governance tools. They didn't have written laws or a bureaucracy. Control needed to be immediate and visible. Governance also needed to be unforgettable. Religion served as the foundation of governance. This approach ensured social order and imperial authority. The Aztecs believed the gods required balance to sustain the universe. They believed the sun needed nourishment to continue its cycle. Rituals were performed to provide this necessary nourishment. Without these rituals, the Aztecs feared cosmic collapse. Obedience to religious practices was seen as essential for universal survival. Public rituals were designed for public viewing. Crowds gathered as drums echoed. Smoke rose from the temples during ceremonies. These ceremonies reinforced social hierarchy. Rituals also served to teach obedience to the populace. Aztec ceremonies were meticulously planned, not chaotic events. They served as structured lessons for the community. These rituals reinforced the existing social hierarchy. Ceremonies emphasized the importance of religious adherence. They taught proper conduct and societal expectations. Thus, ceremonies maintained order and cultural norms. Fear played a unique role in unifying the Aztec population. It wasn't constant terror, but a shared belief in cosmic balance. This balance was believed to be maintained through rituals. Obedience to established norms was also crucial. Ritual and obedience were seen as necessities. These practices maintained cosmic order, according to Aztec beliefs. Aztec warfare prioritized capturing prisoners rather than annihilation. Captives were taken to be used as offerings. Warfare was transformed into a ritualistic practice. Sacrifices were believed to feed their gods. This reinforced their beliefs and maintained social order. Aztec warfare prioritized capturing enemies over territorial conquest. Victory was measured by the number of captives taken, not land destroyed. Captives were highly valued for their role in religious ceremonies. Prisoners were kept alive specifically to serve as human offerings. This practice was central to Aztec religious and social structure. Most people in the Aztec Empire were involved in farming, trade, and construction. Daily life in the Aztec Empire depended on predictability and structured systems. Chinampas, or floating gardens, were crucial for food production in the empire. These agricultural systems provided a stable food supply for the population. Markets in the Aztec Empire operated under strict rules and regulations. These rules ensured fair trade and economic stability within the empire. Markets operated under strict regulations to maintain stability. These regulations ensured a consistent flow of goods and resources. Tribute flowed into the capital, supporting the empire. This tribute helped fund the empire's infrastructure projects. Chinampas, also known as floating gardens, were vital for Aztec food production. They allowed the Aztecs to cultivate crops in a unique and sustainable way. These gardens were constructed in shallow lake beds. Chinampas provided a stable and abundant food supply. This system supported a large population and a thriving civilization. For citizens, obedience was key to survival under imperial rule. Stability in the empire directly correlated with the citizen's life. Predictability in daily routines was highly valued. This predictability ensured the continuation of their existence. Obedience and stability were intertwined with survival and life. Innovation was seen as dangerous in the Aztec Empire. Change was perceived as a threat to cosmic balance. Questioning authority risked divine collapse. This preserved the system but also froze its development. The Aztec system faced challenges adapting to external forces. Beliefs alone were insufficient to address disruptions. Rituals could not prevent disease or counter unfamiliar weapons. This rigidity exposed vulnerabilities in the face of change. The Aztec Empire rapidly disintegrated when facing external pressures. This collapse wasn't due to inherent weakness, but a lack of adaptability. The empire's rigid structure hindered its ability to respond to new challenges. Inability to adapt ultimately led to its downfall. Modern views often oversimplify the Aztecs, focusing on brutality. This overlooks their sophisticated system-building capabilities. The Aztecs were skilled architects of control. They developed effective methods of psychological governance. Their societal structure was more complex than often portrayed. Understanding their governance reveals a nuanced civilization. The Aztec Empire achieved rapid expansion through military conquest. The empire lacked modern administrative tools for managing its territories. Governance relied on direct, visible control mechanisms. Religion and ritual played a key role in maintaining order. These practices reinforced imperial authority and social cohesion. Aztec architecture was characterized by carved stone and stucco finishes. Murals, temples, and ceremonial platforms were common architectural elements. Structures were built using stone, wood, and clay. Jade, obsidian, and feathers were also utilized in construction and decoration. These materials reflect the available resources and artistic preferences. Aztec weaponry heavily featured obsidian, a volcanic glass, due to its sharpness. Obsidian was fashioned into blades and points for various weapons. Technological limits meant reliance on available materials, like obsidian and wood. Wooden shields were used for defense in close-quarters combat. This combination reflected available resources and tactical needs. The Aztec world relied on natural light sources for illumination. These included torchlight, firelight, sunrise, and sunset. Overcast skies also contributed to the ambient lighting. This combination created a dramatic and cinematic atmosphere. The Aztec civilization shows order doesn't require kindness. Stability, similarly, does not guarantee freedom for all. Structured fear can be a tool to sustain empires. However, this foundation is not sustainable indefinitely. Empires built on fear will eventually face challenges. True strength lies in more than just structured fear. The Aztec Empire's fall shows that even structured societies can collapse. Unforeseen disruptions can destabilize even the most powerful empires. A key factor in societal collapse is the inability to adapt to change. Rigid structures may hinder the flexibility needed to overcome crises. The Aztec Empire serves as a cautionary tale about adaptability. If you enjoy exploring history beyond the myths, looking at power, control, and the forces that shape civilizations, consider subscribing for more documentaries like this. And as always, thank you for watching.